everyone. Sorry I didn't do the whole 10 minutes because I started it late. Hope y'all can hear me. This is Kim from Dorothy's Daughter, and this is a live question and answer time for sewing. So come on in. If you're watching this later, you can watch the replay. And if you have questions, you can always put them in the comments. All right, so have to do that official thing because this does get posted for later. My apologies. So, hi everybody. Looks like a lot of people are here already. Joey, Creative Grammys here from saying aloha. Hi, Chris. I got a package yesterday from Chris. Thank you so much. It was so unexpected, and it was tissues and hand soap, and it looks like she crocheted or knitted me a little it's either a washcloth, I think, really cute, and a dish towel, really adorable. Thank you so much, Chris. And yes, you did get the colors right. That just brightened my day. I was dealing with decisions about things with the house yesterday, so it just brightened me up because it was, that can get old, especially making all those decisions by yourself. So thank you. All right, let's see. I was reading here for a minute before I came on. Joey, congrats. So tell us about the jeans. Did you use the top down, center out method, and how did you find it for you? All right, I'm going to talk about it a little bit today, but I'm not going to reveal anything because I didn't get to the point where I have much to show yet. But I have figured out, I think, the secret of why that works. And well, it's yet to be seen if it works, but I have a feeling that it's going to work for most adjustments, but there's some I'm not so sure. So I'm not completely sold on it, but I'm going to try it, and we'll see what happens. So I was testing some pants, and I wasn't using that method, but it suddenly dawned on me when I was making adjustments that, oh, this would have been fixed if I had done it that way. So just it all clicked in my head then. And so yeah, so I'm in the middle of, dipping my toes into that a little bit. And I'm thinking that mostly it's good. And I think for some people, it's going to get you into the ballpark and certainly be better than buying ready-to-wear pants. But if you want to fine-tune the adjustment, you are still going to know how. You're still probably going to want to know how to read the wrinkles and stuff. So I don't think that all the time you spend learning how to read the wrinkles and all that stuff, I don't think that that is wasted time, because I think, if you can look at a fold and know that means excess fabric, and look at a wrinkle and know that that means not enough, it really, you can easily identify what it is that's wrong. So I'm kind of, like this with it right now, but I do think it's helpful for some people, and you'll see when I demonstrate. A lot of it is basically the same thing, only just approaching it from a different way. So, but if it simplifies it for people, that's great. The only thing is there's some adjustments, like I have extended calves, so I always have to do that funky little adjustment to take out that diagonal fold on the back of my leg. It doesn't go anywhere if I don't take care of that. I'm testing a pattern right now, and there it is, and I can't get rid of it because the pants are already cut out. So of course that's a test, so you really can't make your own adjustments. That's another story. But anyway, I don't think that's going to go away with that method, so we'll see. Because you know, I've had that in every pair of pants, and if they fit in the calves, then they don't fit up in the, um, they're too baggy then it's up top. So we'll see what happens. All right, let's see what everybody's saying here. Can you adjust and then wear them? I can wear them. They're not that bad, but there is a diagonal line that next time I make them, I'll pinch that out. But yeah. Oh, Joey. You were answering Joey. Uh, your waist is way too high. Always an issue. Okay. I'm reading backwards here. Let me go back to Joey's comments. Wish I could pop this out. Let me see if I can. Here we go. Let me get the, there we go. Now it's bigger. Oh, no. No. I don't want it. That's not right. Okay, I can't do it that way, so no problem. We'll do it the other way. Okay, let's see. Let me go back in the examples here, the comments, I mean. Okay, sorry guys, I didn't mean to leave you in the lurch there. Oh, thank you, Debbie. That's really nice. Finished your jeans. It's an old McCall's pattern now, Butterick, okay? And I wish I could. Yes. Sway back. Yes. That's a problem too. And that though, if you get the waistband right, you've fixed the sway back. So I get that. That's something that is going to be great with that method, I think. Yes, post a picture, Joey. Definitely. All right, why aren't the comments coming up? Kim, are you able to then post Joey's pic? I should be able to. Yep, I will do that. Let me know when it's up, Joey, and I'll go and do that. Oh, hi, Nikki. I know it's late for you. Thank you for staying up with us for a little bit, even if it's just for a few minutes. It's nice to be able to say hi. It's second coffee time. Do y'all have second coffee time? It's that time in the day when, you know, you take a little maybe snooze for a few minutes and then you have another cup of coffee for the rest of the day. That's this. Okay, I'm going to go right now and check that out. Check out Zoe's post and see if I can save it. All right. So that was the one thing about that method is there's a few adjustments that I don't think are going to be easy on there. So I guess I would thank you. Let's see. Looking for, okay, there's the group. All right. Looking for your post now, Joey. Let's see. Okay. All right, let me see. I'll just share my screen. Okay. Here is Joey's post. Wow, those look really great. Really great. Let's see here. Go ahead and look at the video and stuff. Looks like I've got to go to the, yeah. That's nice. Little live photo there. Oh, that looks really great, Joey. How is it in the very front? It looks like maybe you could pinch out a little bit in the front, which you still could do. Oh, maybe not. Okay. Sorry about that. Right here, in that area right there, you could pinch out just a tiny bit. Very good. Really nice, Joey. Those look great. That is super, super close. I mean, you're not gonna really, that's pretty darn good fitting. I would be super happy with those if I were you. So, yeah, I hope mine turn out that well. We'll see. Definitely. So, yes, I love them too. Good. I'm glad you joined. And then if you're just now watching us, joining us, there's a Facebook group called Dorothy's Daughter Community, and we do a sharing and we do questions and answers, and there's so many helpful people on there, people who know even, a lot more than me too. And so, but if you want me to answer a question, just tag me in it and I'll do my best. I don't know everything, and I certainly, I'm learning right with you on some things like this top down, center out method. I've never done it that way before. But I'm going to tell you one thing is that it seems as if that method is basically doing the same thing. Okay, let me just, indulge me for a second. So when you're getting the waistband right and then you're adjusting that center, which is really the crotch curve, right? So you're getting your crotch curve right and then going from there. And that's pretty much how we fit pants, only we sew them and then fix the crotch curve a lot. But this is doing it before you sew the side seams. So helpful, yes. I don't think it'll fix everything, but I think, I mean, look at those pants Joey made. That's enough to sell me on at least trying it for sure. They look absolutely fabulous. Okay, be still and know the method we're talking about is like a buzz right now in the sewing community, and everyone is talking about it. It's called top down, center out for fitting pants. And this lady by the name of Ruth Collins posted a article in Threads magazine and has sort of taken the world by storm. And it's a simple method to fit pants. Being someone who's like done a lot of fitting pants, I am intrigued by it. I can't say I'm 100% sold, but I mean, Joey's looked great. But I'm in the middle of doing it, and I'm going to post a video, a full review on the method, and let you all know. So, thing I'm running into is that my body type completely changed. I'm testing a pants pattern, and I can't mention, so, but the designer said I didn't have a full seat, and I'm like, well, yes, I do. I've always had one, but since I've lost weight, my bottom is flatter than it used to be, which is nice for a change. But I didn't realize that. So that could also help you, I guess, if you're going through a change in body type. And it blew one of my theories out of the water. So one of my theories has always been that your your crotch curve and that kind of thing doesn't really, might change the size of it, but I didn't think the shape would change, but I'm wrong. I have been proven wrong. Hi, Jean. Nice to see you. It's, yeah, you're right. It is more pivot and slide. You're right. Oh, okay. Joey used the Nancy Zeman method. Okay, so we will. Now, can you give us a link on that method, Joey? And you're taking a class, correct? I'd like to see what the class is. Yep, I'm in the middle. I was going to try and get it done for today, but I wasn't quite ready to share. I'm in the middle of making the toile. I like what I see so far. I will tell you that. And we'll see if my bottom doesn't need to be fixed after this. We'll see. I One thing, my example pair that I'm making for a toile, I wanted to use a pattern that was completely new to me. So I'm using the Nolan pants from Seamwork. I've never made those before. And the problem is the misses go up to 16 and the curvy starts at 18. And I actually am measuring now into a 18 waist, but a 16 hips. So but you can't get both of those on one paper. So I'm actually cutting the 18 because I figure I can adjust the side seams accordingly. And, I don't think that it'll make a whole lot of difference because I'm not going to leave the extra room in my hips anyway. So, but it makes sense too that when you sew that inseam, you're basically fixing the grain so it can't go anywhere. And I might be wrong, okay, but I was worried about the grain when you do it that way. But if you sew the inseam, the grain is fixed. It can't get all whopper jawed. So unless I'm thinking this wrong, but I don't think it can. Correct me if I'm wrong though, because this is brand new to me. Yeah, okay. At work. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Yeah. You take care of work and give us the link to the class you're taking. Um, if not here on the Facebook group, and let us know where it is when you have time. If you're at work, I don't want you to get in trouble. So, but so far those are my thoughts. So it's a definite maybe that I think it works, kind of. I'll let you know what happens with my calves in this process because I think that'll be a good trial to see if it actually fixes those things that I kind of think it won't fix. And honestly, no matter what method you use, you can still end up with wrinkles under your butt or folds or whatever and have to know how to read the wrinkles. So, and sometimes you think a wrinkle is a fold or vice versa. And since they mean the opposite, sometimes the adjustment you make can make something worse. So maybe this is more straightforward and easier. I don't know. So we'll see. Jury's out. Top down, center out reminds me of the plush Palmer. Yes, ma'am. I was thinking the same thing. You're doing it, except you're not using tissue. You're using the actual toile. So yeah, I think you're very much right. The other thing is, what if your body's not symmetrical? So if your body's not symmetrical, you might have to make a whole toile and have the right leg be different than the left, and so on. Yeah, I'm just not completely sure about that, Helen, but it makes sense to me that the grain line would be fixed if you're sewing the inseam. But I do think, well, no matter how you make pants, you measure that grain line. So you fold your fabric, make sure the selvages are completely together, and you measure from one end of the green line and the other end of the green line and make sure that line is straight, because that will solve a multitude of problems, like a ton of problems. So that's something you definitely want to do. And that if you're having an issue with, you know, some your legs twisting or bunching up at the knee, sometimes it'll cause that, or just not really laying right. It's probably due to the grain being wrong. Hello, nice to see you, Ivy and Carol. Deborah just joined Seamwork. Did you get $3 off? Because you could get $3 off if you do use my link that's in every video. So if you didn't, that's okay. We both get some off if you do that. I have used a lot of Seamwork patterns. I was doing a lot of videos on them, but then, I branched out and I became an ambassador for Love Notions. So I, obviously made more of their patterns, but I'm sort of excited by the new releases this month and last month from Seamwork. For a while there, they didn't seem that exciting to me, but uh, this last 2 months, they're really, really nice. And there's a beautiful blouse, just beautiful blouse in there this month. So yeah, I think it's worth it. There are a lot of things you can blow $6 a month on, right? So I think that is one thing that is good. Sexist, uh-oh. You mean sewist. Okay. That's funny. What Stern says is, don't worry about grain. Center out method is the hem waist must be parallel to the floor. Oh, I don't know. I can tell you how wrong she is about that. I'm sorry. I know she's like famous and I'm a nobody, but I do not think it matters. Grain matters a lot. So I sew a lot of knits. So with knits, maybe not so much. You just have to worry about the direction of the stretch and will it stretch enough to accomplish what it is that you want the pattern to do. But with wovens and especially pants, those have to fit and that grain's got to be straight or it's not going to sit right on you. So I beg to disagree with Jay Stern on that one. Yeah, it matters. That I know for sure. They have some classes, and I do think they're included. I'll see what I can find out. I took their the one design workshop. It was really good, and it was on how to like design a wardrobe for yourself. Using colors. It was like planning a capsule when I knew nothing about that, and I still don't do capsule sewing so much. But our first guest that we're going to have later this year and probably in the next couple months is going to talk a lot about capsule sewing, so that'll be fun. Aw, thank you, Maria. That's so sweet. I'm somebody, but not to everybody. How's that? I I just I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong either. So I'm not right about everything, but that's life. Um, but I have sewn a lot of years, so you know, I've made enough mistakes that I won't make them again, I guess. All right, I've got two flies flying around me because I had my door propped open for a delivery earlier, and darn it, these two flies got in here. I hate flies, especially at night when you're trying to go to sleep and you're just reading with your Kindle and it's glowing, and then any bug that's in the room is on your Kindle bugging you. That drives me insane. Okay, so one thing I want to tell you about that article in Threads. Um, You can buy that issue on Amazon for $12 if you just want to buy that issue. But if you have Kindle Unlimited, you can read it for free. So I did that. I read it for free on Amazon. So just a heads up, if you do have Kindle Unlimited, you can actually take the free month of Kindle Unlimited and read the article and then cancel it too if you want. But that is one way you can do it. So new stuff. The new Seamwork releases. Let's have a look at those because I like them this month. And since we're talking about that, let's see. Patterns. Now the patterns aren't, so what they do is they're available. They're available to members at right away. It looks like they're available to everybody this time, so that's good. All right, let's see. Let me sign in. Where do I sign in? Ha ha ha. I usually don't go on my computer. I'm usually on my iPad. No. Well, fiddlesticks. No, nothing about accounts or anything. Okay, well, I'll figure that out later. But let's look at this one. This is Danielle, and this blouse is gorgeous. This ruffled top blouse, it's just beautiful. I want to make that. I think it will. It's got a very flattering neckline. I love that. You can see. You could lengthen it if you wanted it to be more of a tunic. And the ruffle extends onto the back. There's a closer up view of that ruffle. Isn't that gorgeous? And there it is on a curvier lady. Isn't that pretty? I love that. Look at the cuff detail. That is a gorgeous thing to make for fall. All right. I'm going to check the comments here before I go on to the next one. Thank you, Joey. I don't know what all these internet things mean, but thank you. Yes, it's a very cute ruffle. Yeah, I love that look. It's beautiful. All right, let me get to the next one. This one might be more for somebody if you don't like that one, but this is, how do you say it? Ames, I guess, has a little bit of, like, it's almost a bat wing, but it's ruffled, and it's very pretty. It looks like it's a poet blouse, you know. I can't tell if that's raglan or it's just the sleeves are formed by that scoop, it looks like. Yeah. And then this might be a raglan seam like in here. Semi-raglan. Isn't that beautiful in the back? See these These new releases are just amazing. I don't like it in this fabric as much as I did the solid. It's pretty, but not. That's more tailored looking. Maybe it's another view, I don't know. There's the two ladies together. But I love, there's the line drawing for it. So yeah, it is like a raglan seam right in there. Nice. I like that too. So those were the two patterns for September, and I thought they were really, really nice. So anyway, so that's news in the in the sewing world. Let's see. Yes, very classic. I agree. So I think Seamwork, now $6 a month, those two patterns are worth $6. You pay a lot more than that if you bought them from a designer. So that's pretty good. So if you do want to join Seamwork, I'll just do my shameless plug here. Go to the link. I believe it's in this video. If it's not, I'll put it in. I have an affiliate link down in the description. And if you buy a membership, you get $3 off the first month, and I get a free month. So I love that. For a while there, I went several months without having to pay for it, and then I quit doing so many Seamwork patterns now, and so and it isn't because I don't like them. It's just that I wasn't crazy about the newer ones, and I was just so busy. So yeah. Very cool. You're ready to sew again? That's awesome. That is awesome. I love it when somebody says, a friend of mine said to me online the other day that she's been making quilts for a while, and she said, I just really want to try clothes again. I said, yes, come on into the world. So I'm hoping she jumps in our group. She's been a friend of mine for a very long time. So it would be neat to see her get involved. No problem, Joey. You just post it when it's time. When you have time, I mean. So let's see, what else is new out there? New patterns, y'all. I think I saw, did I see something new from 5 out of 4? I believe they have something new. Okay, shop. Yes, these Chelsea Chinos are new, I believe. And these are really cool. I think we talked about these a little bit last time. This would be a great pattern to try for the top-down, center-out method if you're going to try it, because it does have a straight waistband. I think that's straight. And it's a simple design, so you can use it for that. They say you can still use it if it's a curved waistband and everything, but to get the principles in your head, it's nice to start with something simple. And I forgot to show you these there. Sorry, forgot to hit the share screen. So that is the Chelsea Chinos from 5 out of 4, and there is an affiliate link in the description for 5 out of 4 as well. And let's see, there was also Itch to Stitch had something new. Stupid bugs. Get out of here. Flies, flies, flies. Let's see. Yes, they do. This Brampton shorts. These are new, and they're super cute. They're like a paper bag short. They're very nice as well. Let's see, here's the line drawing for those. Love it. such exciting things happening. I think that a lot of designers are coming out with fall patterns, and yes, there's a really good one coming from Love Notions eventually, and there is some other that are coming. Oh, another one. I don't know what they're doing at Annalise Patterns, but she had a big going out of business, and now she's got a new pattern release. So I'm a little not sure what's going on. But I want to show you. Okay. They have a new pants pattern that is free. Okay. Annalise Patterns. Okay. Why can't I find it? Okay, I'm gonna go to my email and click it from there because I did go ahead and purchase it because it was free, but you have to go through the whole purchasing thing. So let me just go ahead and show you that. All right. Still looking, sorry. Oh dear. I think it was, yes, Anna Lane. Sorry. Okay. Let's go to, okay. Find the free pattern here. Let me find it for you. I think this is it. Okay, this is the Live-In Loungers, and it's a free pattern, and it's a really different pant. It's got like a yoke with gathering. It kind of reminds me of the 80s. I had pants like that when my kids were small, and I think there's a line drawing here somewhere. I think you can see them better. Maybe in this. Here, there you go. That's a good look at the yoke. Those look like they'd be pretty easy to fit, and they're free. So I think that would be like great around the house pants with a t-shirt, and you'd be all set. Not sure what that'll do to my hips, but I love the style. But I'm probably gonna make some for just around here. But I liked them. So anyway, those were some things I noticed that were new. Okay. Trying to get back in the groove. Oh dear. Honey, I do know how you feel. You had the sudden death of your husband and then 2 dogs. Oh my goodness. That is very sad. I just lost my husband as well. So if you want to message me, maybe we could talk and, you know, share our grief together. That is extremely hard. My condolences. I do know most people can't say I know how you feel, but I can. And I'm a good listener. So you can email me if you want to, or direct message me on Facebook. I'd love to talk with you. It's very hard to get people to understand what we are going through. No matter how you wrap your brain around it, it's not the same. I remember thinking when I lost my mom and dad that was the hardest thing, but nothing could have prepared me for this, because then I could go home to my husband. I had my best friend there to get me through it. When he died, it's like, you don't have your best friend anymore. And it's tough. It's really tough. So I'd love to talk with you. Anyway, enough about that, but I'd love to talk with you about that. And Joey has been through it as well. So yeah, you do have to move forward and not move on, because moving on implies that you're not taking all those memories with you, but you can take the memories, not all the stuff. I mean, I gave away stuff that my husband would probably be mad at me for giving away, but I had to put 10 pounds of potatoes into a 3-pound bag in a smaller house, so I had to get rid of things. So it was tough. But anyway, enough about that. But I do share your grief, and I'm so sorry. Yeah, so did anybody else see anything new out there this week? I think the buzz everywhere is that top down, center out. I've probably gotten more emails and questions about that than anything else in the entire time I've had this channel. So, yeah, interesting. So let's see what else is happening. Gonna get my Cricut fired back up here and make a banner for my son-in-law's brewery he needs. So that'll be fun to do. I haven't done anything with my Cricut since I moved, so got to get that going. And yeah, it's warm in here, and here I am drinking coffee. So I'm gonna turn my fan on. Just 1 second. Nope. Okay. Be right back. Okay. That's better. It was so warm in here. These lights are very warm. They're necessary to have a good video, but they're warm. And I'm loving the coffee, but it is warm. I love my Cricut also so much. This room, I can't wait to get it all together and show you the finished product, but it is like a dream come true, this room. If there's anything sweet about moving into this house, there's two areas of this house I love so much. That's this sewing area the way it's going to be, and my patio. I bought the cutest patio furniture, and it is so cute. And so if you can't find me, I'm probably either here or out there. So it's nice to have that. I'm going to be sad when I have to put everything away for winter. Anytime or any season, you are right. Joey's liking Nancy's method on shirts. Yes. Nancy's amazing. And she does have are you using her book or an online class? That's what I want to know. She is her pivot and slide thing is very helpful, especially with darts. Very, very helpful. I think If you have a basic trouser pattern and a basic jeans pattern and a basic stretch pants pattern, you pretty much can do your pant wardrobe from there. Um, and then anything else you do is just kind of icing on the cake for fun. Obviously, I have to test more patterns, so I have more than that. But if you are just sewing for yourself and not for a channel or anything, then having one, use it like a sloper. You can change stuff on it. If you want a gathered yoke, you just add some gathers in. Um, or add a yoke and gathers in. Remember the pants in the 80s, the jeans that had the gathering under the yoke? Oh my gosh, I love those things. Um, I loved those. I was wearing them way after it wasn't in style anymore till my kids started laughing at me. So, yeah, those were really cute and they're coming back. And I don't have my pair anymore, but I can make some. There is, but they're in the UK and they don't venture into a lot of like they don't venture into a lot of US patterns really, but the full line, she does a monthly wrap up of new patterns. And she's more and more including the lesser known ones in the US, but like I never hear him talk about Ellie and Mac, or I think only recently I heard him maybe talk about Love Notions, but but you do find some, you know, UK and European designers that maybe you wouldn't have heard about if you didn't watch it. So it's a pretty good. She has a YouTube vlog once a month, and they do a corresponding blog, and there's a Facebook group too. So it's called the Fold Line. And she's adorable. She's just really cute to watch. Yes, they are hinting at a jeans pattern. Yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be real good. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, yes, I know what you mean, Leanne. I'm going to try to use part of this chat to throw out the new patterns. I don't always see them, but I'm going to try harder to be more aware of that and keep you guys more up to date on that, I guess. Um, that along with having the guests. I'm trying to make this chat useful to watch later because sometimes if it's just chat and we don't have a real topic, someone's not likely to be a for that to be useful for anybody if it stays online. So, but that's okay too. We like those too, and we'll have these like this every once in a while where it's sort of just a free chat and questions can be answered. And well, questions can always be answered, but no topic today really. Like I said, I was gonna have the top down center out review done, but I'm just not there yet. So I want to have the pair of pants I'm using it on complete so that I can show you the results. So yes, yes, Love Notions is doing jeans. I can confirm that they're hinting at it, and most likely that is going to happen. We'll see. I don't know when though, so we'll see. Yes, and if Love Notions puts out a jeans pattern, it's going to be really good with really good fit instructions and really good. They'll include different options for whether you're curvy or not and things. So it's going to be really good, and the sizing is going to go up to like 5X, I think. So because all their patterns do, I'm guessing. I don't know for sure because I'm not really in the loop on that, but I think this one will be no different because they've all been up to 5X. So, but I can't confirm or deny anything. Oh, very cool, Allison. A reversible bag. Neat. So is it a birthday present for somebody for tomorrow? That is so cool. I'm so behind in my sewing for other people. I've got a friend who's having a baby, and I need to sew her baby gift still. It's fun to sew for other people. And I think when I get the, if this top down center out works, I'm gonna try and maybe make some for a couple other friends or relatives that have different body types and see if it, works on different body types as well. So yeah, it's interesting. Yes, she is a lucky friend. Definitely. Chris, the tissue boxes you sent, actually the floral one almost matches the little mat I have under my sewing machine. It's really crazy, but it's almost an exact match. I was just looking at that over there. So that's wonderful, especially since it's allergy season and I need tissues everywhere. So thank you so much for that little surprise gift. I loved it. All right. Anybody have questions this week? And so much to sew. My only issue is I got a rickety folding ironing board, trying to figure out a better setup. Yeah. Well, I don't know if this will work where you are, but I have this big cutting table. And I tried a mat that almost ruined my table. So I don't do that anymore. But I have one of these little boards, which is taking a beating, you can see. But most things I can just do this on my cutting table. And I'm about to post a review of an iron that's amazing. That's coming up. Sorry, I was trying to. I've got this iron. And I have it on a cart. I don't know if you can see it. You can't see it. It's on a cart. And it is let me lift it up. It's the Rowenta Pro Station. And the water has been only filled once, and I've done like 4 garments over the course of like 3 days. So I put it on a rolling cart, so I just roll it over here, and then this is what you have. And the steam, it gets pumped from the tank instead of having the gravity thing. I love this. It's Rowenta, and it was not cheap, but it is really nice. I think the only deterrent for that one would be price, because it is a little pricey. I think it was $320, something like that. But for someone who sews almost all day, every day, I was getting so tired of filling my iron. And the gravity ones are nice, but like, I just didn't see myself using one of those, have another thing from the ceiling. And this, I can just roll it out of the way when I'm not using it. And that works out really well. So I bought a little cart from Amazon, and I made my own little shelf inside the cart, so that was kind of up. And I have like my ham and clapper and all that stuff on the bottom. All my ironing stuff is on that cart, which is really kind of nice. So I've never had that before, and I really like it. So, yeah. Allison said the bag is a present for a friend who's had a rough year. Home now after most of the year in the hospital. Oh my goodness, with careers, cares coming in 4 times a day. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's so hard. Love Notions has a great tutorial on how to print them off. Yes, they do. It's, yeah, and it's very easy, and you don't even have to cut those up. That's one thing about Seamwork. You have to trim the sides of the printout when you tape them together. So, but Love Notions, you don't have to do that. So it's pretty nice. You put your gravity feed iron on an IV pole. Ah, very smart. That's very smart. Huh, that's nice. I I don't know what I would have done, to be honest with you. Lori says she prints at home, have a projector, but I've yet to try to figure it out. I use my projector. I was using it a lot. I don't have it set exactly right yet here, so I haven't used it since I moved, but I'm getting antsy because I'm sewing a lot now, and it's like, oh, I don't want to tape these together. So I'm going to have another person here and help me just get it focused and lined up. My granddaughters are going to be, well, my grandkids, 4 of them, are going to be staying on Saturday night. And I think I'm going to enlist the help of one of them to help me get it straight. The older girls, that is. I think the gravity fed irons, I think, might be a little bit less money than the Rowenta, but um, I just I love Rowenta. I've always had Rowenta irons, so, and it's a really good jet of steam, really good. So, Mary, me too. I am also a registered nurse. I have not worked as a nurse since 1995, but I did 18 years in um, different ICUs and recovery rooms. So I was in regular recovery room um, toward the end, but I was in cardiac, like the recovery room after cardiac surgery for a very long time. So yeah, but I don't have those connections anymore to get an IV pole. There's a lot of people who sew a lot who used to be nurses or are nurses. It seems like it goes with our personality type or whatever. Yes, that will be a fun overnight with my granddaughters and my little grandson and 3 older granddaughters. So we'll have fun. I know they want to get in here and craft, and their table isn't put together yet, but we'll uh, we'll be doing some things in here. I think on this weekend. I'm gonna try to get it like workable, the whole thing. Right now, I've got about 2/3 workable. So the other half over there, the other third over there, I'm gonna try and get that sort of unpacked and be able to let them go in here because they're just real excited to do that. That's fun. A thrift store. That's good. I don't, I guess a lot of the medical equipment at a thrift store, so why not an IV pole? I've never looked for one, so I didn't know. Cool. So, anyway, well, I got a couple minutes if anybody has a question, and then I'm going to go and, my dogs haven't come in here and told me it's time to eat yet. Usually at the end of the chat, they've been coming in here and telling me, but I think they're tired tonight. Um, Jen. Um, that's a good feeling when you finish. I actually homeschooled my kids all the way to college, and they're doing well, and they're both homeschooling theirs now. So um, I'll tell you what, you'll see the fruit, and when you do, you'll be so glad you did. Um, they became people that I'd want to be friends with if they weren't my kids. So very, very good people. My prayers as well, definitely. You wondered about the puppies. Yeah, they're here. They're just. I've had people come in to give me an estimate to resurface my patio, and so there've been people in and out of here, and I think they're just tired. So, and there's a resident squirrel in my yard, and he talks to us every day. He gets down on a branch and screeches and everything, and then his tail flicks, and one time his tail went straight up. I think he was upset. My dogs could care less. They just sit there like, oh, hi. They're such idiots. Oh. Oh, thank you so much, Allison. That means the world to me. I couldn't have gotten through the last couple months without this sewing community. You guys are amazing, each and every one. Everybody I've ever met through sewing just about has reached out to me in one way or another, and this community is really filled with a lot of good people. So that's for sure. Mine just started technical school for welding. Oh, that's very nice that they have that. Cool. Dot's trying to replace a torn pocket on his son's shorts, on her son's shorts. Any recommendation, class, or book on mending techniques? Now that would be interesting. Like darning and stuff. Yeah, I guess. I usually end up ripping it all out, going backwards, and then. But sometimes you can't. There's not enough there to mend it. You repair sewing machines. Huh, that's awesome. That is really neat. Well, you're a wealth of information. I was thinking a sewing machine person would be a great guest on the podcast as we move forward with it. So if you're interested, send me a message if you like to talk in public. Thank you so much, Helen. You have a blessed week as well. Yes, definitely a nice trade to have. Repairing sewing machines would be a handy thing. So, yeah, I think a lot of people are confused on when to oil, when not to oil, and you know how much to mess with the tension. And it would be really helpful, I think, to be able to ask questions of a repair person. So if you are interested in being a guest on this chat, meaning I'd be in one window, you'd be in the other window, and we'd be asking you questions, let me know. So, oh, good. Good. Well, email me or message me on Facebook, and we'll talk about when to do that. All right? All right, so I'm trying to get that all moved forward to start having the guests. There's a lot of stuff that has to happen behind the scenes before that can go forward. So I'm thinking that there's a lot of you who could make interesting guests as well. So if you have some sort of a trade or skill that you want to share, or if you have a YouTube channel that you want to come on and shamelessly promote, I'm not going to be that's not going to be a problem for me. If it's somebody from our family like that, um, I don't mind that at all. So we can definitely do a collaboration like that if you're someone like that, or if you are working for a pattern company and you want to come on and talk about the latest pattern, we can do that too. So just let me know. Gail wants to know how to fix a short rise, a 4-inch rise. That is very short. Well, so is your rise short in the back as well? Um, Personally, what I do, I have a high back rise and a short front rise, and I can't take it out of both. So what I end up doing is um, just coming in from the side seams and just gradually bringing it down, almost like cutting a little semicircle in the front. Now, if it goes all the way around, then you're gonna shorten the rise by using the lengthen shorten line and overlapping until you get it the right thing. But I'm guessing most women have a higher back rise than front. I guess I'm tipped or something. I don't know, but um, not short in the back. Okay, so this might not be the way other experts would say, but it works for me to just um, start here. Okay, let me just look at these pants, and okay, let's say these are the pants that you okay, I need a fixed picture that doesn't grow on me. Whoop. Uh, okay, here's the duets. Oh, let's go find them here. Ladies bottoms. Okay, here's the duet trousers. Okay, so let me pull up this line art down here so that we can, there's the line drawing. Okay, so basically what I do, I hope you can see my arrow, but I would start out and just come in, and just cut it down like this, and gradually go back up to this other side so that the back isn't affected. I usually have to cut out a wedge about like that on mine. So it works for me, but it might, who knows, but it definitely works for me. Hope that helps. Alrighty then. I guess I'm going to go, and I hope you all have a great week, and look for 2 upcoming videos. Finally going to do the review on the Olympia, and I am going to do a review on this ironing machine, as well as some other things that are coming up. So I hope you guys have a great week, and I will see you soon. Happy sewing!